Ram Ram ji. So friends, now this is the third part of video Siddhartha. So the novel Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. Now we know Siddhartha was sleeping under the tree, and Siddhartha was trying to end his life, but he was stopped by the holy word Om. When he heard Om, then he stopped there at once and slept under the tree. And his tension, his depression moved away in a second. After that, when he woke up, he saw one monk nearby him. When he looked at his face, he at once recognized him as his old friend Govinda. But Govinda was not able to recognize Siddhartha. So when Siddhartha woke up, Govinda told him that he was passing by with his monk friends and he saw Siddhartha lying under the tree, and he thought that it was not safe for him to lie under the tree where there can be a lot of snakes who can harm him, and there are a lot of animals who can harm him, and he was staying nearby him to protect him. Then Siddhartha said that it was very helpful and I am very thankful to you for this. And he said that thank you Govinda. Then Govinda said, how do you know my name? Then he told that he is Siddhartha. So they both meet up. Afterwards, Govinda walked away to his path where his old monk friends were going. And then Siddhartha met his old friend ferryman who had 20 years ago helped him to pass the river. So when they both met, Siddhartha told him everything about his life, and Siddhartha started as a trainee under the ferryman. He started a new life as a ferryman. Now he was not a samana, he was not a merchant, he was just a ferryman. And he learned a lot from the old ferryman. He told him that he has learned a lot from the river. He has learned about patience, about calmness. He also know that there is no time. There is no bondage of time in our life. And he has experienced a lot of peace nearby the river. The wife of ferryman had died a long time ago, and he was living alone in his hut. So he invited Siddhartha to live with him, and Siddhartha was happily living with him. One day what happened that the Kamala, who had a son near about 10 or 11 years old, she was going to see Gautam Buddha, who was in his last stage because he was not well. Somebody has given him poison. So he was dying, and Kamala along with his son was going to see him. And the boy was a pampered child. So he used to say to his mother that why we are visiting Gautam Buddha. We don't need to visit him. If he is dying, then what? We should stay at home. We should not lose our luxury things. So, but Kamala was very eager to see Gautam Buddha. When she reached near about the ferryman hut, she was bitten by a snake. So the boy was crying, and ferryman get near by her and took him away in his hut. When Siddhartha saw the Kamala, he recognized him, and he also recognized the child as his son. And when Kamala was on his last stage, then she was very satisfied that she is dying in the lap of his beloved lover Siddhartha, and she has given his son to him, and she died. The boy was very sad and was weeping a lot. And after some time, Siddhartha was keeping the boy with him. Boy was a pampered child. He wanted to go to the city. He wanted to be with the people, but he was with two old people who were very spiritual, very religious, and boy didn't want that life. So boy was troubling Siddhartha a lot, and Siddhartha was keeping calm with the boy and giving his time. So there were several times when the boy was abusing Siddhartha, but Siddhartha did not tell him anything. One day the boy stolen the money of the two ferrymen and went away in the city. The old ferryman told Siddhartha that you must not follow the boy. The old ferryman name was Vasudeva. So Vasudeva told Siddhartha that it's our life, it's not the boy's life. Boy's life is in the village, in the city where he belongs to. So you should not follow him and you should not trouble him. So what was Siddhartha trying? He was trying to hold his son with him. So Vasudeva told him that he has heard the river and the river is laughing at Siddhartha. But Siddhartha was eager to follow his son. He tried to go after his son. When he followed his son, he reached at the garden where once he had met Kamala. But now there were monks because Kamala had given his garden as a gift to monks. Then he had a dream. He slept, and there he thought that the river was laughing at him. So he was having a dream that his own father, his own beloved father, also had died alone because his own son Siddhartha has left him. So it is a karma. What now is going to face by Siddhartha? Now Siddhartha's own son was going to left Siddhartha alone, and Siddhartha at once went back. He talked to the ferryman Vasudeva that he had that dream and that he has heard the river laughing at him. So Vasudeva also said him that he knew river was laughing at Siddhartha because he was very attached with his son. But as a heart of Samana, he shouldn't has done this. The Siddhartha was telling Vasudeva that he is preventing his son because the mistakes that he has taken in his life, that same mistake will be repeated by his son, and he doesn't want to see this. But Vasudeva told him that his son needs to learn his own lessons, like Siddhartha has learned, because everybody has their own experience, own knowledge. So we all know what is right and what is wrong. But with the help of our own knowledge, our own experience, we take decisions in our life, whether they are right or wrong, or we gain something or we lose something, we are successful or we are unsuccessful, it doesn't matter. But whatever decision we take, we took it on the base of our experience and our knowledge. So when the Siddhartha heard this about his foolishness, about his love for the son, he realized everything, and he realized that the person Vasudeva was not a simple person, he was not a normal person, he was like a devotee lord, and he realized that he is God himself, and he thought, come to still at once. He heard the sound of Om within his heart, and at once Vasudeva, the ferryman, old ferryman, told Siddhartha that he was waiting for the same moment for a very long time. So now the moment has come. Now he need to go away. Now Siddhartha has achieved what he was wanting to achieve, for what he had left his home. Now he is done. Now the Vasudev ferryman, the character what he was playing for such a long time, no, don't need to play for more time. And he was going in the forest. Siddhartha told Vasudeva that you are going to the forest. The Vasudeva, who is believed to be God, tell that I am going in the oneness. So he went, and now ferryman Siddhartha was alone, and he was helping the passerby to pass the river. So sometimes after, Govinda heard about a wise ferryman. He heard that perhaps the ferryman has achieved the most blissful thing in his life. His actions were very pure, like Mahatma Buddha. So Govinda, who was very old at that time, wanted to see that ferryman, because even after walking for such a long time in the path of Mahatma Buddha, Govinda in his heart knew that he has not achieved the nirvana. His heart is still not filled with ultimate bliss. So he decided to meet the ferryman. There was one day distance from where the monk Govinda was living, and one day after he reached the river, he asked the ferryman to help him to pass the river, and the ferryman got him in the boat. He talked to the ferryman, and he did not realize that it is Siddhartha, but Siddhartha again recognized Govinda, and he said, I know you, Govinda. Then Govinda was astonished again. He told that it is the second time when I was not able to recognize my childhood friend. And they both were very happy, they both were talking. Govinda was searching that the actions of Siddhartha were very calm and very unique, just like perfect actions like Mahatma Buddha. He asked Siddhartha that I think you have achieved what you were searching for, but I haven't. So please tell me, how can I achieve? So Siddhartha told a very beautiful thing to Govinda, that knowledge can be taught, but wisdom can never be taught or can never be passed over to anybody else. So wisdom only can come from your own actions. So what Govinda found, that his friend Siddhartha was now a very blissful person. So what Siddhartha was saying, that I have found knowledge can be conveyed but not wisdom. It can be found, it can be lived, it is possible to be carried by it, miracles can be performed with it, but it cannot be expressed in words and quote and taught by any teacher. So when he was not able to teach him what he has achieved, he was not able to express in his words, then Govinda was a little hopeless, that why he has visited to see Siddhartha was going in vain. At last time when he was going away, Govinda told Siddhartha that perhaps it is the last time we are meeting. We both are into our old age and we will not meet again. So please, if you want to make me joyful, if you want to make my heart happy, please tell me the last teaching so that I can also find the ultimate peace in my heart. So Siddhartha was smiling. He slowly told him that come to me and kiss on my forehead. When Govinda come nearby Siddhartha and kissed forehead of his friend, he realized that ultimate peace is in his own heart. He realized that the peace what he was searching here and there in the within the monks, within the teachings of Gautam Buddha, lies within himself, within his heart. So he was very calm, he became very blissful himself. So the both Govinda and Siddhartha found for what they had left their home. Now the writer Herman Hesse here give explanation that God is within us, within our heart. We just need to clear our thoughts, calm our mind like a river, and we should hear the noise of our heart. Om is the voice of God, that in Sanatana Dharma they believe it is the Anahad Nad, what is in the universe. And Herman also has mentioned Om as Anahad Nad, the Nad of heart, the Nad of God himself. And also one another thing, that there is two kind of gods. There is one formless who lives within our heart in the form of light, and there is a form God, what is like Krishna or Rama, like the old ferryman has been portrayed here as a god. So he helps his devotees. God is formless, it is right, like Sakar and Nirakar. Sakar is like Rama, Krishna, Sakar in human form, and Nirakar means in the light, Jyot Swarup, or Nirakar Paramatma, Nirakar God, formless God. So Harman has beliefs in both form of God, formless and human form also. So if you believe in God, God will directly or indirectly help you to achieve Him. But one more thing, you don't need to leave your home, you don't need to leave your family, or you don't need to leave this world to get close to God, because God lies within your heart. Just like a river that is full of water and a boat is floating on the river. So water is needed for the boat to be uh, to be blow to be on the river. So to float on the river, water is needed. But if water comes in the boat, then the boat will drown. So you just don't need your boat to be filled with the water. Just like you don't need your heart to be filled with the worldly desires. You just need your heart to be pure. Just like Kabir said that Kabir man nirmal bhaya jaise ganga neer पाशे लागो हर फिरे कहत कबीर कबीर. Kabir, very wise saint, said that you just need to purify your heart. You just need to null and destroy your desire. And your heart is full with bliss. Your heart is full with peace. You don't need to search peace in the forest or in the mountains. Peace is within your heart. You just need to overcome your desires, unnecessary desires. The necessary things you can achieve easily, but desires can't be achieved. A normal phone, normal car, or normal house can be achieved, but a costly phone 1 lakh 2 lakh rupees, a car of 50-60 lakh rupees, or a home 2 or 3 crores can't be achieved. They are unnecessary things, very hard to achieve, and after the achievement you will feel emptiness in your heart. So there should be time in the whole day where you should try to nullify your desires, to empty your heart from worldly desires and attain